I love harvesting. When I remember how I clear the ground, prepare the soil, put a little seed in the ground, coming up, germinating, now harvesting to take to the market for people to taste is a real thing of joy for me, true.
And even in November, with winter just around the corner, there's still plenty for farmer Niyi Balogun to harvest here at Dodo Farms in Montgomery County.
So what we have right now are cold weather crops, collard greens, different types of kale, lettuce. These are stuff that they like the cold weather.
But for Niyi, who began his farming career back in his native Nigeria, the whole cold weather crop idea took a little getting used to.
The weather in Nigeria, it's a tropical zone. You just plant same thing all year. But unlike here, we have winter crop, we have spring crop, we have summer crop. So when I came in here, my wife suggested that I did an internship in a farm at Alford County, and from there I learned what to plant at certain seasons.
Giving him the foundation he needed to start Dodo Farms, a 1-acre produce operation, which he runs with his wife and business partner, Tope Fajingbesi.
When I got here, I've already told my wife that if I should come to the United States, this is the only thing I know doing.
I didn't know how to start a farm in the US, but I just wanted him to move here. So I said yes.
But it wasn't long before she had everything under control.
It's not like I'm the one that made all this thing happen. She was on the driver's side. She's on top of everything.
Including finding the very land on which they farm.
I think the biggest challenge for anyone who is farming in the US is access to land. Access to land, especially for somebody of color, is a difficult barrier to overcome.
But through her research, Tope came across the Montgomery County Agricultural Reserve. 93,000 acres of land in Montgomery County that's been set aside for farming and open space.
And you have people with hundreds of acres and they don't have the power or the will to farm, but they can't turn it into housing development.
Instead, a nonprofit called the Montgomery Countryside Alliance works to match up these landowners with farmers looking to lease or buy land through a program called LandLink.
They matched us with this amazing couple who gave us this land, pretty much gave it to us without even asking us for a dime. And we've been here since April 2018.
Over the years, LandLink has helped connect farmers with more than 500 acres of land in the Ag Reserve. Anyone can apply, but in 2020, there's been a noticeable uptick in applications from immigrant farmers, a reflection of the county's diverse population. And some of these farmers, new to the area, but not necessarily to agriculture, have their own way of doing things.
I think all farming methods in Nigeria are difficult, are hard, are labor-intensive, and my husband carried all of them here because he tends to the plants and the weeds with his hand. Where people would just apply chemicals, he doesn't. Where they would use some machines, he doesn't. He likes to have a relationship with the soil, and I think that's very African.
During the warmer months, Niyi also grows a number of traditional Nigerian crops. Not just out of nostalgia, but because it makes good business sense.
I'm new in the farming market in the United States of America, and I know that to break even, the best thing for me to do is to grow what other farmers are not growing. This is broccoli green. It's an Italian green. It's called Spigarello. This is the Asian eggplants. In Nigeria, we love this. Mostly, we eat it raw.
And judging by their popularity during the weekly DuPont Circle Farmers Market, that strategy seems to be paying off.
Then we just need to do a little bit of education, and they always come back and say, oh, Thank you for showing us new stuff. Do you have more?
And if you ask Niyi and Tope, it's moments like this that make all the hard work worth it.
The joy that is there is when you see your customer being happy, telling you that they taste good. It is delicious. I mean, it's even more than the money I get from it.
Before moving to Maryland, Niyi farmed about 250 acres back in Nigeria, mostly corn and cassava. And did you know Nigeria is the world's #1 producer of cassava? It's a starchy root used in a lot of foods, including tapioca pudding.